This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Rodgers now on 1st down. And an alley to run. 10 more there and another 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Caught left side by Cobb. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And he's had great protection back there to throw. Really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with it because he's not getting hit. Also,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, 626. Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Mahomes now to throw. And able to find Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Let's see, do you allow me to switch topics here for a second?
By all means.
Thank you. The Saints have won 6 in a row, and they've been a team that we've talked about a lot in recent weeks. This coming week, though, they play the undefeated Rams. That is going to be a blockbuster matchup.
Man, they get them at home. They get them in the dome, so that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. They are a true contender to the Rams right now, okay? Let's face it, the Rams are undefeated, taking on every...
This is caught at the 20. That big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's Rodgers. Graham displaying the strength. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Being chased out left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers as time expires in the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on second down. Rodgers buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. 58.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they're trying
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. But with that incompletion, I want to take a look ahead to Sunday night, Charles. Packers-Patriots, only going to be the 2nd all-time meeting between Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah, they met in Lambeau in 2014. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team won the game, I believe, was it 26-21. And head-to-head, Tom.
He's got a man, complete. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into a star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Flushed out right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Rodgers forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run.
My have an all-white ring. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never helped your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need a buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Chopper counter, gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big, like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bankroll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground is usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun. Rodgers being chased out left. And he's got some space here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it here with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now running right through it. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
26.
They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers now to throw on second down. And it's a touchdown for the Packers. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Mahomes to throw on second down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Mahomes to throw once more. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Play. That's Hunt. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 3 yards out, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick by Butker is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A dump underneath to Jones. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throw left side complete. That's caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left. Slow.
Mahomes now to throw. His throw incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He completes it to Hunt. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And again, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Being chased out left. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20.